Hello and welcome. Today's update is very important, especially for seniors and families who depend on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and retirement benefits. Many people are hearing messages and seeing headlines that say, check your mailbox, a $2,000 stimulus or dividend may be on the way for Social Security recipients. That sounds exciting, but it can also be confusing and sometimes even worrying because nobody wants to miss money they may be entitled to. So today, I want to calmly and clearly explain what is really happening, what types of payments are being discussed, and what you should realistically expect if you receive Social Security or other federal benefits. First, it is very important to understand that there is no single nationwide federal stimulus program right now that is automatically sending every Social Security recipient a $2,000 check. During the pandemic, stimulus checks were sent directly by the federal government, and many people still remember those payments clearly. Since then, many rumors have spread online claiming that new stimulus checks are approved and already being mailed, but most of these messages mix together different programs and different types of payments, which creates confusion and sometimes false hope. What is actually happening is that several different financial programs, refunds, benefit adjustments, and state-level payments are being discussed or issued, and some of them can reach amounts close to $2,000 for certain people, but not everyone will qualify, and they are not all the same kind of payment. One reason people are hearing about $2,000 payments is because some seniors are receiving retroactive Social Security payments. These are not stimulus checks, but back payments that happen when Social Security corrects a benefit amount or finishes processing a delayed claim. If someone was approved for SSDI or SSI after a long wait, they may receive a large lump sum covering the months they were owed benefits. Depending on how long the delay was and what the monthly benefit is, that back payment can be well over $1,000 and sometimes even more than $2,000. When these checks or deposits arrive, people may think it is a special stimulus, but it is actually money that was already owed under the normal Social Security rules. Another reason people are hearing about dividend-style payments is because some states have programs that share certain revenues with residents. The most well-known example is Alaska, which pays an annual dividend to eligible residents from oil revenues. Seniors who live in those states and meet the requirements may receive payments that can be more than $1,000 in a single year. Again, this is not a federal stimulus and not connected to Social Security directly, but seniors who receive Social Security may still qualify if they live in that state and meet the rules. When news spreads online, it is sometimes described as a dividend for seniors, which makes people in other states think they might receive the same thing even though they do not qualify under those state programs. There are also tax-related payments that some seniors receive, even if they do not normally file taxes. For example, refundable tax credits and special rebates from state governments can sometimes result in checks or deposits sent to seniors. Some states have approved one-time relief payments for low-income residents, including retirees and people with disabilities. These payments are meant to help with rising living costs, medical expenses, and housing, but they are not part of Social Security, and they are not the same in every state. The amount can vary widely, and in some cases, when combined with other small credits or refunds, the total money received over a short period may add up to around $2,000, which again fuels the idea that there is a single big payment coming from one source. Now let's talk about Social Security benefit increases because this is another area that causes confusion. Every year, Social Security benefits are adjusted based on cost of living changes. These increases are added to monthly checks, not sent as separate stimulus payments. However, when benefits increase and someone also receives Medicare premium adjustments or state assistance, the net change in their monthly income can feel significant. Over several months, that added money can total over $1,000 or more depending on the person's benefit level. But again, this is not a special check in the mail. It is simply part of how Social Security is structured to help benefits keep up with inflation. It is also important to address scams and misleading messages because unfortunately, whenever people hear about possible payments, scammers become very active. Seniors may receive phone calls, emails, or even letters claiming they must confirm their Social Security number or bank information to receive a $2,000 payment. This is extremely dangerous. Social Security and government agencies do not contact people asking for personal information in this way. If someone receives a message that creates urgency and pressure, telling them they will lose money unless they act quickly, that is a serious warning sign. Protecting your personal information is just as important as staying informed about real benefits. So, where does that leave us right now? It means that while there is no automatic nationwide $2,000 stimulus check being mailed to all Social Security recipients, there are several legitimate ways seniors may receive large payments depending on their personal situation. These include back payments from Social Security, state relief programs, tax related refunds, and dividend programs in certain states. Some people may receive more than one of these around the same time, which can make it feel like a special bonus or stimulus. Others may not receive any extra payments beyond their normal monthly benefits. This is why it is so important to look at your own benefit notices, letters from Social Security, and official state mail carefully. If you are owed back pay, Social Security will usually send a letter explaining what the payment is for and how it was calculated. If you qualify for a state program, the state agency will typically notify you directly. It is always better to rely on official written notices rather than social media posts or forwarded messages from friends and family. Another key issue many seniors are worried about is whether receiving extra payments could affect their eligibility for programs like SSI, Medicaid, or housing assistance. This is a very serious concern because some programs have strict income and asset limits. In some cases, lump sum payments can temporarily push someone over the limit, even if the money is owed to them. Rules vary depending on the program and the state, so it is very important for anyone who receives a large payment to understand how it may affect their other benefits. Often, there are ways to report the payment properly and avoid penalties, but ignoring the issue can lead to problems later. As we move into the next part of this video, we will talk more about what seniors should do when they hear about these payments, how to avoid being misled, how to prepare if a real payment does arrive, and what steps can help protect your long-term financial stability. This information is not just about chasing headlines. It is about making sure you understand your benefits and can plan with confidence instead of worry. Now let's focus on what you should actually do when you hear about possible payments or when money unexpectedly arrives in your mailbox or bank account. The most important thing is to stay calm and take time to understand where the money came from. Many seniors feel pressured to act quickly because they fear losing benefits or missing deadlines, but making decisions without full information can lead to mistakes. If you receive a check or deposit and you are not sure what it is for, do not assume it is free money or a special stimulus. It may be back pay, a refund, or a state benefit, and each type of payment can have different rules attached to it. When Social Security sends back payments, they are usually for benefits that were delayed or recalculated. These payments are not considered new income in the same way as wages, but for programs like SSI, how the money is counted and how long it is considered available can matter. In many cases, the money is excluded for a certain period, giving people time to use it for essential needs such as medical care, housing repairs, or debt. But if the money is kept beyond that period, it may be counted as an asset. This is why understanding the source and classification of the money is so important. If the payment comes from a state program or tax-related refund, it may or may not affect other benefits depending on how it is defined. Some relief payments are specifically designed not to count as income for federal benefit programs, while others may have limits. Seniors who receive SSI or Medicaid should be especially careful because those programs have stricter rules. In these cases, contacting the appropriate agency or speaking with a trusted benefits counselor can help prevent serious problems such as benefit suspension or overpayment notices later on. Another important topic is budgeting and planning when extra money arrives. For many seniors, even a few $100s can make a big difference, and a larger payment can feel like a huge relief. It can help catch up on bills, buy medications, fix a car, or make a home safer. But it is also easy for that money to disappear quickly if there is no plan. Taking time to prioritize essential needs and future stability can help stretch the benefit of that payment much further. Even small steps like paying off high-interest debts or setting aside funds for upcoming medical costs can make a long-term difference. It is also worth discussing why these rumors and headlines about large stimulus payments keep appearing. Many online pages and videos use emotional and urgent language to attract attention. They may combine real information about benefit increases, state payments, and back pay, and then present it as if everyone will receive the same large check. This creates unrealistic expectations and unnecessary stress. Seniors may wait for money that never comes, or worse, fall victim to scams that promise help in exchange for fees or personal information. Staying informed through reliable official sources and not reacting to every dramatic headline is one of the best ways to protect yourself. Let's also talk about ongoing changes in Social Security and retirement benefits that truly matter for seniors' financial security. Cost of living adjustments, Medicare premium changes, and policy discussions about benefit formulas all affect monthly income over time. While these changes may not come as big lump sum checks, they shape whether your benefits keep up with rising costs. Understanding these adjustments helps you plan your budget and anticipate changes in your take-home amount. Even small monthly increases, when added up over a year, can be just as important as a one-time payment. Many seniors also ask whether new legislation could bring future stimulus or relief payments. While proposals are sometimes discussed in Congress or by state governments, nothing becomes real until it is officially approved and funded. It is healthy to stay informed about discussions, but it is safer to base your financial planning on what is already in place rather than on what might happen. Hope is important, but financial security depends on clear, confirmed information. Another point that deserves attention is how important it is to keep your information up to date with Social Security and other agencies. If you move, change banks, or change your living situation, reporting those updates promptly can prevent delays or missed payments. Some seniors miss out on benefits or receive checks late simply because of outdated contact information. Making sure your records are current is a simple step that can prevent many problems. It is also helpful to talk openly with trusted family members or advisors about your benefits and financial situation. Many seniors try to handle everything alone, but having someone who understands your income sources and expenses can help you make better decisions if unexpected money arrives or if bills increase. This does not mean giving up independence. It means protecting yourself by having support and another set of eyes on important decisions. As we wrap up today's discussion, let's return to the main question that brought many of you here. Is there a guaranteed $2,000 stimulus or dividend check being mailed to every Social Security recipient right now? The honest answer is no. But are there real situations where seniors may receive large payments related to benefits, refunds, or state programs? Yes, and those payments can be very helpful and very real for the people who qualify. The key is understanding the source, the rules, and how it fits into your overall financial picture. The most powerful thing you can do is stay informed, stay cautious, and stay proactive. Read official letters carefully, keep your records updated, and do not let fear or excitement push you into rushed decisions. Your benefits are not just numbers on a page. They represent your security, your dignity, and your right to live with stability after years of hard work. Today you learned that not every headline tells the full story, that different types of payments can be confused with stimulus checks, and that protecting your benefits is just as important as receiving extra money. You also learned that planning, understanding program rules, and avoiding scams are essential parts of staying financially safe as a senior. Thank you for taking the time to stay informed and protect your future. Your benefits matter, your peace of mind matters, and knowing the truth helps you move forward with confidence instead of worry. Stay alert, stay informed, and always take care of your financial health because you deserve stability and respect at every stage of life.